Howdy there, David Duford here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. In today's video, I'm going to overview the updates for the changes we're making to our annuity sales and marketing program starting in 2020 and beyond. So I've got a lot of notes here I'm looking at and want to update you on some exciting changes we're making to make the experience better for agents who want to sell annuities and lead with annuities. So let me jump in and explain kind of some of the things that we're doing that are different than what we've done in the past. So I want to start in this video is explain what we have been doing, and then I'm going to explain what we're doing now and why it's actually an improvement. So we originally came out, if you saw the videos, with the annuity program to where we were marketing in a preset appointment strategy. You would hire a cold caller that we would help connect you with. They would cold call and set appointments, and then they'd go see those people, or you'd go see those people just running the appointments, not worrying about appointment setting, and then harvesting any kind of opportunities as it comes across. The challenge we had with this on several occasions through several call centers is getting a call center to consistently cold call for a number of appointments each week. My goal for my agents full-time in this business model is to do 15 appointments a week, especially in the beginning. More exposure is necessary, I think, to getting better. And the groups I worked with were getting lucky to get half of that. And that's just unacceptable. It doesn't make for a strategic long-term business plan. So we've moved away from that, and here's what we're doing now. And I think before I explain this, I'm going to explain to you some kind of I would say, fundamentals of what I've discovered in my research and due diligence on annuity lead generation that I think is important for you to understand above all else. There's really like two different kinds of annuity leads that you can work. You can cross-sell existing leads that you have, or you can average a $300 to $400 per lead cost, and that's per lead, by doing seminar marketing, dinner seminars, that kind of thing. Very expensive marketing. What we've opted to do is use an existing lead program so that we can get in front of the right kind of people and then fact find our way into an annuity sale. So what do? We actually use Medicare supplement telemarketed leads. Now this may sound crazy, but let me explain to you why this is actually a really good lead to do what we were already doing originally with our cold calling campaigns. So the first things first, you don't have to sell Medicare supplements to do these leads. You definitely don't even have to have a health insurance license to do these. The purpose of these leads is they get us in front of the right people. They get us in front of those prospects that more often than not have some kind of means. They're paying $100, $150, even $200+ a month for their Medicare supplement. It's likely that with that kind of income, to pay for something like that you're going to have a client that also has assets. Is it 100% across the board? No. But more likely than it would to be, say, work a final expense lead, or more likely than it would be to work a Medicare Advantage lead, and so on. So MedSups in our eyes gives us the best opportunities to go talk about annuities with our target market being basically people 65 and older. So that's the main reason why, and we can transition from a Medicare, as we'll teach you, how to transition from a Medicare supplement lead to an annuity prospecting attempt. It's not that far from actually being done easily. There's just a couple of questions you have to ask, and of course Medicare has a tangential to overall finances and retirement anyway, so there's just a couple of hops and skips, and then boom, you're there talking about retirement strategy and worrying about the stock market collapsing and that kind of thing. A couple other things I think is important. So now that you know how the lead works, it is a Medicare supplement lead. It's generated internally in my organization. What's cool about it is the person running the Medicare supplement campaign actually used to be a final expense manager. And in the States, he moved his entire family to the Philippines, and he hand selects and hand trains his callers on all aspects of final expense, and in this case, of course, Medicare supplements. So it's a very powerful lead in the sense that our callers know a lot about what's going on versus your typical offshore solution. your callers are just reading a script. They don't have an intimate understanding of, okay, what are these people looking for? What are their hot button concerns? That kind of thing. So everybody who's worked these style leads from this organization, this call center that we've partnered with, has been absolutely excellent. So a couple other things to cover too. So the sales cycle for annuities, if you're looking to sell annuities, it's important to understand that this is not a one-call close sales pitch. It could be conceivably, but what we generally recommend is approximately a two-step call where the first call is learning how to find the annuity opportunity, and the second call is to go in and make the proposal and close it. And the turnaround time to getting paid, or from the time you buy leads to getting paid, can be months. Usually it's closer to weeks to a month or so. It just depends on how fast the incumbent bank moves the money over to the annuity. But the important thing to understand is this is not your final expense or Medicare supplement piece of business where you get paid within a couple of days upon issue. It just doesn't work that way. So if you want to get involved in annuities, you've got to be prepared to financially put more money out than you might think initially into your lead campaigns, while also being comfortable with running these leads and not making sales. Again, one kind of paradox of this business is that if you sit with 60 people a month and all you sell are 3 policies, you have a 5% conversion, you sell 3 annuities, and they average $100,000. Well, at our starting commissions, that's well in advance of $15,000 in gross revenue. I think that's worth the time spent, but you've spent, again, what's the number? 57 appointments not getting any sales. See how it kind of is psychologically different than, say, final expense, as many of you have done before, where it's a one-call close type opportunity. So you have to be prepared going into that to expect that. Most people are not going to buy from us. Again, our audience that we target, in case you're kind of wondering who buys these annuities, what are they like, I can go into a little bit more detail for you. So first of all, they're fixed income seniors. They generally are 65, 66 and older. As you can tell, many of them have Medicare supplements. And they're usually not wealthy enough that they are a top pick type of client for a financial advisor. But they've got a little bit of money scraped up over time, and they care about what happens to it. Our average case size is $100,000 in annuity money. We've had agents write up to $600,000. Stephen last year, my annuity partner, wrote $1 million on one case. So there's a lot of money out there in these leads, but the point is that your average case is going to be about $100,000. And again, this is representative, I would call a lower middle class senior with a bit of a pension, but also some savings and retirement stored up, so that your clients are actually having some kind of money. So that's the concept. Why do agents work with us? Because what we do and teach you is a one-on-one, hands-on training approach to taking this confusing and potentially scary topic of selling annuities and simplifying it. We use a simple product called fixed index annuities. We use one carrier, predominantly Athene, and we have a specific word-for-word script to fact find for the annuity, and then a word-for-word script that we teach you. Stephen one-on-one teaches you when you find a prospect to go close that annuity, to go propose that annuity for business. So we like to fashion ourselves as the bridge between the desire to sell in the annuity space and actually doing it. We're the bridge between that. We help you get from point A to point B. And it's hard to think this if you've never sold annuities, but this is not that complicated of a prospect or a prospecting process or a sales process. But you still need the training to get there. And unlike a lot of annuity organizations, we will help you do that. We'll help you with the leads. We'll help you with the sales presentation and training. And Stephen will help you in product design so that ultimately you'll understand how to do this yourself and how to pitch it and what the benefits are. So lots of benefits, of course, to help you. Some last pointers to consider. The cost for our leads are $15 a lead. The minimum order is 30 leads. It takes about a week to week and a half to turn around. So you're looking at a financial outlay of $450. You can outsource the appointment setting if you want to. I've got 2 different organizations that can make calls for you. It's probably going to tack on an additional $150 to $200, but it's optional. I think you can take these leads, set them yourself, even door knock them, and you'll definitely get results that way too. As far as commission works, we start agents at 5.25%. with the Pro Performance 10 product for the primary age range. There's haircuts that the company installs at different age ranges. That's why I kind of was, particular about the Pro Performance 10. That's the one that pays 6.5%. That's what, or 5.25%. That's what we base it off of. And once you write $500,000, let us know, and we'll move you up from 5.25% to 6.5% on that same product. And everything else comes up along with it at the same increments as the first contract. So that is how commission works. That's how leads work. You've learned how our sales and marketing program works, what the expectations are. You buy telemarketed leads, you set appointments yourself or outsource it, and then you learn our entire fact-finding sales presentation process so that you know how to find the annuity prospect and then go back and actually propose them after we have Stephen one-on-one train with you in order to do it. You can use our leads. You can continue to cross-sell whatever leads you're using if you're in the senior market too. We will happily work with you if you fit in that particular standpoint as well. I believe that is it. You've got everything possible. Oh yeah, I guess one more thing worth mentioning. You can sell annuity. You can sell Medicare supplements and sometimes final expense. We don't endorse it per se out the gate just because focusing on one product is so important. But if you feel like it's important to do a one-call close product, because some of these prospects obviously aren't going to buy annuities, but they have a need for life insurance or a new Medicare supplement, you can more than happily sell it to them. And we've got the contracts for all of those, med subs and final expense alike, to make that happen. That concludes my overview video for the Annuity Sales and Marketing Program for 2020 and beyond. If you like what you see, there should be a link down here and below that will schedule a time on my calendar where you can talk to me about joining and learning about how the Annuity Sales and Marketing Program works and kind of answer any questions that you may have. And then also, if you're watching this on my recruiting page, scroll down and you'll see the same link in order to schedule a time. If you got any questions at all that you'd like to just email me, you can do that too. So any emails you get from me, just shoot them back. Other than that, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.